What's up, guys? Adam here with my review of Naruto Manga Chapter 612. The chapter first starts off with this childish banter we've been getting for the past couple of chapters between Toby and Naruto. This same old bullshit. I'm gonna save the fucking world. No, you're not. I am. This world's gonna live. This world's gonna end. Yeah, well, you're a communist. Yeah, well, you're stupid. Nuh-uh. And then we also get to see a page of Naruto and the Shinobi Alliance. Now behind him is Sai holding the fucking giant ass scroll they use to seal up the Edo Tenseis. We also get to see Hinata right beside Naruto on his right side, behind him sort of. Then we see Kakashi, Sakura, I think Neji or somebody else. It's kind of hard to make out. Then you see Ino, and then you see Tenten right in the middle of Ino and some other guy. And Tenten's face. Her face is so funny. Just look at it. She's like, and we finally get to find out the reason why Naruto was saying all this stupid bullshit and trying to start an argument with Toby and Madara is because he was instructed to do so, to buy time. Shikamaru's dad, Shikaku Nar, actually instructs Naruto to pretty much buy time. Ino's dad is actually transmitting all this information to all these ninjas. A fucking plan that Shikaku is coming up with. It's a very impressive plan. It's a very well thought out plan. The entire point of the plan is to pretty much restrict the characters from doing anything, such as Madara and the Ten Tails. The first step to Shikaku's plan is to blind the enemy because he says they have good eyes. So he actually has all these ninjas from the clown to pretty much distract them, and they use a jutsu called the Laser Circus, which pretty much blinds Madara and Toby and get their hands up. They can't even see shit. Now all these laser bolts are actually flying around and shit, and it's actually blinding Madara, but it turns out the actual true target for the goals is actually the fucking eye of the Jubi. Then it has the Mist Ninja, people using the insect jamming techniques, the Sand Ninja using dust, and also to create a fucking whirlwind and shit. And there's a lot of shit going on, and Madara and them can't fucking see now. That's the whole plan, to stop the eyesight, and it's working. And also, the insects are pretty much jamming Madara and Toby, so they can't sense the enemies. And then he also has the fucking, I think, the Earth Star, the Rock Star Ninja, to actually block the body for the Ten Tails. This then allows them to use a new jutsu where they have a bunch of ninja from the rock as well pour all this shit down. I think it's called lime. And, you know, some of you guys don't know, lime is some very strong shit. It can literally burn the skin off your body. So it's pretty crazy. I don't see it doing any damage to the Jubi. But they also mix it with water. And then they have the Leaf Ninja to use the actual Fire Style Jutsu from the Sarutobi clan. It's a very well thought out plan. But his entire plan is just to stop the Ten Tails. Their true goal in his attack is Madara and Toby. After it all hardens, then it cuts to Madara, who is very impressed with his plan. He doesn't believe it that the actual 5 countries actually got together to do this very well thought out plan. Which, you know, the thing is, I don't know if he actually knows, but Shikaku is a very smart person. So it's not like the actual ninjas and all the villagers actually came together and thought it was a very well thought out plan. So Shikaku actually is backing them up. It also turns out, I think, Tamari and a few other people, I think it was Tamari, said that all the ninjas actually told Shikaku all their jutsus and what they can do for this actual war. And the entire plan is just to stop the Ten Tails temporarily because the Ten Tails is what they needed to actually start the actual Genjutsu. The real target is Madara. So they're actually sending all these ninjas after they got the Madara, the ones who can use physical attacks, because it's the only attack that can hurt Madara. Which is false. They're just afraid of him absorbing any special jutsus. And then Toby actually can phase through for 5 minutes straight. Kakashi tells Shikaku this, and also tells him that Obito is actually Toby. We also get to see Naruto doing Rasen Shuriken, but don't think I know what these characters are going to do. I don't know if it's actual clone getting to attack Madara, but either way, Madara is not very impressed. It's just saying it's very pitiful, and Toby's like, yeah. And then the chapter finally ends. Now, it was a really good chapter for this well thought out plan, but you know, as I say, the two problems I had with this chapter was one, I was expecting the Konoha 11 to actually do something in this chapter. Now, originally I thought the Konoha 11 was traveling to Naruto, B, and everybody else by themselves and with a few other ninjas. I actually had no idea that she had this many people that actually went there, which is really cool and epic how the manga chapter ended last week. But didn't really see the Konoha 11 do anything, just stand there. Hopefully we'll get to see him in the next chapter. It was cool to see the actual Shinobi Alliance actually do something. It wasn't a big problem about the Konoha 11 not doing anything. Keep that in mind. It was still a good chapter. But the main problem I have really with this chapter, and really with the problem, the actual Naruto series as of this moment, is Madara. Madara is just so cocky. It's like a fucking another Aizen. And I just don't want another one. It's just, in my opinion, his other cockiness actually, in my opinion, is ruining the chapter. And he's been ruining the chapter for the past couple of chapters. I'm going to give this chapter a 4 out of 5. It was an entertaining chapter, but the main problem I had with it was Madara. Madara is just a very boring villain. Way too overpowered. He's been in the series long he actually needs to. I mean, it's just, whenever you see him say anything in the chapter, it's like, you know, really, dude, just don't even say anything. It's just so, it's so boring. You see this shit so many times. All this shit from Dragon Ball Z, all these villains acting so powerful and cocky and shit, you know, Frieza, Cell, and all this shit, Aizen. Just, you know, it's very overplayed out and, quite frankly, very boring. Now, one of the main problems people are having with this week's chapter from last week, they were hoping that this chapter was not going to go immediately to Orochimaru and Sasuke. Very fortunately, it did not. Hopefully next week we'll actually stick to the actual Naruto fight between Madara. I don't want to see it go to Orochimaru. You know, I'd like to know what Orochimaru and Sasuke was doing at the time. Now I want to see what Naruto and the Shinobi Alliance can actually do. I want to see the Konoha 11 in action. I want to see what Sasuke does later on. But first, let's try to do one thing at a time. Please, Kishi, one thing at a time. Other than that, guys, good chapter. See y'all next time.